So it has started. It's actually started. The Modern Warfare 2 official teasers have began, and we're now in that sort of final countdown to a reveal. Along with our very first teaser that we got last night from Infinity Ward for Modern Warfare 2, we got a handful of things also that I want to break down and discuss in terms of leaks from the last 24 hours in addition to that. Today, we're breaking down all of that, and we're talking Modern Warfare 2 in depth. So as we go along, drop your thoughts down below. Are you looking forward to Modern Warfare 2? What are you hoping to see the most out of these teasers, the reveal itself? Whatever the case, drop your thoughts down below. But if you're new to the channel, do be sure to subscribe button to stay updated with all things Modern Warfare 2, as the next month or so sure looks to be pretty insightful. So if you guys are at all interested in staying up to date with all of it, I'd love to have you in the community. And finally, my friends over at G Fuel have bumped up code Espresso to 30% off your entire order in anticipation of Season 3 here, but also I'm going to say in celebration of the Modern Warfare 2 teaser starting, though that's a bit more coincidental. But anyways, if you guys are at all interested in getting 30% off your order, honestly, some of my favorites are Pink Drip, Starfruit, Strawberry Banana, the Morbius flavor, which is like a nectarine flavor, and then Hype Sauce as well is a great number of selections they have on offer. If you guys would like to grab a restock, try something out for the very first time, now is as best a time as any. But anyways, let's jump into it. Now, firstly, I gotta say, I love the timing of this. I apologize, we're a little bit late to the party here on this one. This is like the first time in as long as I can remember that I actually had the weekend's videos completely done. I was just gonna take some time away, go play a round of golf or something, do anything other than work on a video daily. But alas, Infinity Ward had different plans. I'm totally cool with that, but different plans indeed, and why we're late to that party. And also why we'll have a rare double upload today, so if you guys want to come back later tonight, we'll have another video previously scheduled as well. But anyways, this kicked off by Infinity Ward tweeting a meme, then immediately deleting it, but they did that for a reason. The tweet itself was kind of inconsequential, didn't really mean anything, but it triggered notifications for anyone who has them on for their Twitter account. So when you go into your mentions, your notifications, you'll see that it says Infinity Ward has a new tweet. But when you click it, it doesn't show you a tweet, and then you therefore are prompted then to go to their page to look for it, and that's where they get you, because this was a sort of subtle marketing of, hey, look at our page, look at our banner, our profile picture, and that's where it started. Now, they also did this on Instagram where they filled out their banner, but also deleted all of their pictures as well. But when you take a look at these images, it looks like a nearly blacked out image and banner, but there's a little bit more to it. If you enhance that a little bit, you change the curve levels to increase the brightness in Photoshop, or however you want to brighten up the picture itself, you can't really discern something until then, but you see what looks like a staircase and one Simon Ghost Riley behind that staircase. That being a brand new image, and of course tying in with what we know of Call of Duty 2022 being a sequel here to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019, well, this is our first official look at anything in terms of Modern Warfare 2. Now, according to Ralph, who actually, I gotta say, I still am gonna treat things with skepticism, as I think that we all should until something is official, it's not confirmed, but it looks pretty good for him so far on the bets that he's made. He bet that we'd see some teasers here starting by the end of the month, and he was right on that, happening even earlier than his prediction. In the industry, dates like that are incredibly volatile, so that's some balls of steel from Ralph. But anyways, he ended up saying the still image you're seeing is actually from the reveal trailer for Modern Warfare 2. It's from a raid mission involving Task Force 141. So honestly, I'm very much so excited here for this. Obviously, we can't make out or discern too much more here outside of this, but that is our first official teaser pointing towards Modern Warfare 2 and what's upcoming. So over the course of the next couple of weeks, I'm expecting much more to happen here. But as for that, that is where we start this discussion. But then as of yesterday, transitioning a little bit into some leaks here with this, insider, leaker, whatever you want to call him here, the Ghost of Hope, who we've talked about here on the channel before, whose track record has checked out in the past. But again, as always, take things with a grain of salt, skepticism, however you want to approach it. He had two things to say before this even actually happened, where it was officially teased. Number one, I want to talk firstly about how he mentioned that 5 attachments is returning here for Modern Warfare 2. This is seemingly reverting backwards from the 10 that we now see within Vanguard, but keeping in line with Modern Warfare 2019 and Black Ops Cold War. Personally, I don't think that Gunsmith is really going anywhere anytime soon with Call of Duty, especially if we're looking to sort of keep that combined feel across games and experiences, but also I think that it just offers way too much in terms of customization for weaponry that I just don't know that they'd change that. Now, whether for better or for worse, that's entirely subjective. Pick 10 may still be my favorite in COD history, but it's undeniable the visual and functional builds you can make with Gunsmith create countless opportunities, whereas other systems don't before. So I think that Gunsmith honestly is going to be staying around for quite some time, and yes, I know for some that may be a curse. I mean, there's plenty of Vanguard builds that are absolutely cursed weapons that would make any firearms enthusiasts sick, but I mean, one, those Vanguard examples are kind of over-exaggerated with 10 attachments. You can't really replicate those sort of cursed weaponry with only 5. And then 2, well, it's World War II weapons in a World War II game that now, canonically, is definitely not realistic. So I'm totally fine with that. I honestly say screw it sometimes in that realism department, but I know that others will be annoyed. But honestly, if this holds up, I kind of like the choice of this here. 5 attachments, I think, adds a little bit more importance to each attachment as opposed to the 10 right now where you can just toss on one of everything within Vanguard. 5 attachments gives a little bit more weight to those choices that you make, where you have to make those clear and conscious sacrifices in other areas of your build. Now, I do hope that it doesn't necessarily lead to the same issues that we saw in Modern Warfare 2019 and Black Ops Cold War, however, where, as you'll see in tonight's second video a bit, there are so many crutch attachments that you essentially have the same build of weapons. The only difference is the weapon itself. So there's a balance that's going to be hard to strike, so hopefully we can see that kind of ironed out as well. And on the Warzone side of things here with Warzone 2, while it's not confirmed, and we probably won't see this confirmed for quite some time, being that Modern Warfare 2 here is probably going to be that baseline once again, I'd imagine we do go back to 5 attachments as well there, if this holds up for Modern Warfare 2. And to me, again, that's fine. I mean, a lot of Vanguard weapons are still dwarfed by Cold War and even some Modern Warfare weaponry. You'll see that again in tonight's video, but it also makes sense in a cyclical sense, because if Modern Warfare 2 is the sort of cyclical reset, Warzone 2 coming in March, marketing already starting, and back to that traditional calendar of the game's build-up, a full 3 years of development, so on and so forth. There's a lot that just makes sense with sort of Modern Warfare being that reset point, especially as a franchise, and especially with Modern Warfare 2019 and this year, they kind of own and run the cycle that we've seen recently. The ball 100% is in their court, so if it happens in Modern Warfare 2, I imagine it happens in Warzone 2 as well. Now finally, in terms of other leaks and other things like this, Hope also mentioned that the ACR and Intervention will be returning as well, and to both of that, so much yes. I really hope that comes true. The ACR was one of my favorites back in the day, if not my overall favorite back in Modern Warfare 2. But as for the Intervention, one thing that I will say is that even if this gun is an entirely fan service weapon, audio is a big point of interest for Infinity Ward, so I almost lean towards that iconic sound. If it is returning, it might not be the same. That audio in Modern Warfare 2 is a bit more arcadey, whereas Infinity Ward of the present likes the stress on that comparable to real-life design audio, making it as realistic as possible. So, fun fact though, the Intervention was actually meant to be in Modern Warfare 2019, but instead the design was tweaked a little bit. We ended up with the AX-50 in its place. But anyways, that's kind of where we're at here and what I wanted to talk about. The only thing that I think that we can maybe add to this discussion is, when is the actual reveal going to be happening, seeing that we see these teasers already? Normally, I mean, if we're basing it off of like seasonal launches and everything like that, teasers start about a week out. However, that's not going to be the case. Right now, it is rumored insiders, including Ralph, are looking to indicate the end of May as that reveal. So we still got a lot of time here at this, over a month at this point. And so I imagine over the course of the next couple of weeks, we do continue to see these teasers happening more and more as time passes. And when it finally does reveal, I think that we're just going to finally see that campaign and storyline revealed to us. MP stuff, if we're going back to that traditional marketing schedule from CODs of the past, that won't be until this summer probably. So that's something that's going to be a ways off, but either way, I'm still excited. I'm excited we finally have this kind of officially starting, being teased and everything like that. I think especially in terms of universal lore, setting and everything like that, I've been incredibly excited for Modern Warfare 2 since Modern Warfare 2019 finished up. Gameplay-wise, still absolutely had some gripes with Modern Warfare 2019, but I'm excited, man. I'm very much so looking forward to seeing what the future here and the near future at that holds for us, but we'll of course keep you up to date with absolutely anything you need to know. So that said, that's where we're gonna wrap it up. I would love to get your thoughts and feedback down there in the comment section down below. Are you all aboard the hype train right now at this point? Or are you guys looking forward to anything in particular? Drop your thoughts down below. But if you enjoyed the video, do me a favor and drop a like on it. And if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a single thing regarding all things Modern Warfare 2, anything Season 3 here in the very near future as well. Whatever the case, we've got you covered here on the channel. So if you're interested, hit the subscribe button. That said, thanks so much for watching. My name is Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care and peace.